Good morning, dearest one. Old Francis again. Oh, Lord. Early morning again, 2:15. Wednesday, the 8th of July. Oh, Lord. Well, oh, well, oh, well. We've barely been in contact for a month. And we're heading off to the stars. I can't believe your letters. So loving and filled with sweetness and light. This is Psalm 147 for what it's worth, sung a cappella, so just no instruments, just voices. Well, now, oof. It's raining here. Rained all night. Been raining all night. So we've had curious weather actually. It's been the wettest February on record, the driest March, April, and then dry, and now it seems to just rain. Midsummer in England, but I think the whole world weather is sliding into disarray or something. We don't hear much of it at the moment, but obviously the coronavirus has sort of put everything else off the agenda. But climate change was such a big issue. Well, we can only live each day. You've definitely got a bit between the teeth, your teeth, as they say. You're going to see a tourist agency. I can actually buy the ticket here with my money, and then you get an e-ticket, electronic ticket, and you can print that off at your end. I'm absolutely fine about buying your ticket. I've got the money. I had a windfall on my little funds, so I've got a lot more money than I expected actually. So money is not a concern. To be honest, I'd much rather have you here. It's what they call a council place. It's through the local council, and there might be rules saying I'm not allowed to have guests, actually. I don't want to force you into a position with which you are not comfortable, you see. Hence why I spoke about the hotel. Because you then have your independence. But quite frankly, why bother? I mean, I'm awfully sorry, but you stuck in a hotel at the other end of town and me down here all alone again. What's the point? Both of us alone in the same town. I mean, how absurd. So, looked at in that light, it would mean us having to work out a way of being together here comfortably. And I'm sure we can do that without you feeling that I'm forcing you into anything you don't feel comfortable with. And have no fear, I shall give you the most glorious, wonderful welcome when I see you coming out of the arrivals gate at Heathrow Airport. When? I mean, it's still a bit of a dream, really, to think that it might be. I've always sort of said that if there is this wonderful person, obviously, she has to be living her life somewhere and growing up and so on. And that's in God's hand, as we all are. So I've come to terms with my personal life, which is, as you know, a complete awfulness. But God has given me this extraordinary, rock solid faith. Now, I'm here to bring this light of Christ to shine in the dark world, in this dark world. My daily constant prayer is for those who have ears to hear and eyes to see, to let the light of Christ shine through me in this dark world. That is my work. Hence I make the films, but on a personal level. And it has as yet not really materialized in the world. And I feel mostly because people just aren't interested in God anymore. Well, how sad. And that's what I'm here to do. And this coronavirus sort of has played into my own journey in this world, in the sense that I've been very creative, made a lot of films, because I'm seeing God doing this, waving his finger at the world and saying, I, God, am the boss. You, mankind, jolly well listen. Because people are challenged and they are having to reevaluate themselves and what they're up to and all the rest of it. Good, wonderful. So for those with faith, it's fine, actually, because it's a sign, and I've spoken about this quite a lot, of the end times. It's a pestilence, and I think it is God preparing his world for Christ's second coming. And I believe God has prepared me to play a part in that, which I have some insight into, but just to tell the world, be ready for Christ, be ready, live today as though Christ might come in through this door now into your life, and have you done the best you can with your life. And I just always feel I've fallen so far short of anything I feel I'm capable of doing, shall we say, as yet. I can't say, look, I've really done this wonderful thing. In a way, just believing is wonderful, actually. I have faith. I love God through Christ, I have no doubt. And then I'm gifted, I can speak. I'm intelligent and highly articulate. I can speak about it. So I have the necessary wherewithal, the abilities to convey this message. So I really do hope that will grow into something practical and real in the world. And if I'm to share my life with you, I still can't get over how beautifully you write, how lovingly. It's just quite extraordinary. And you are just so beautiful. I could just sit there looking at you. Well, we'll see, as the grown-ups say. Time will tell. I think this month will fly by. I don't know. You've got to have a passport. That might take some time. You probably haven't got a passport. I'm sure you'll have to have a passport. I once left with the idea of going to the European Commission of Human Rights to fight for my son, Robert Francis. I was virtually on the train going. I'd left my passport at home. I was going to, obviously, France and so on. Ah, dear. I had to go home and get it. I did have one. But you may not, so that might be a time thing. Might take time. But there's no harm in that. We can just go on day by day. I write to you, you write to me. I don't think you're actually viewing my films, quite frankly. I don't know quite why you can't do that, but anyway. It would be helpful for you to have a mobile device. Again, I could send you the money for that. But you seem chary of taking money from me, which I respect. It's rather sweet. Some people say, oh, she's after your visa, after your British passport and your money. Well, right, enough rambling on. You're wonderful. Your letters are just completely wonderful. All right. So I wish you either night or morning or whatever it is. I'll try and get some sleep, actually. Night. With all my love, my dear. Sleep tight. Night.